the Anthropic ruling, how the judge said that their shit was okay because they bought like the entire world's knowledge in physical books and then destroyed them all to scan them into their library. And then the judge was like, that's cool, it's transformative, and you bought the copies.
That case is wild. For anyone catching up, Anthropic bought a massive quantity of physical books, scanned them to train their models, destroyed the books after scanning, and the judge ruled that this was okay, that it was transformative use because they didn't keep the physical copies, and the digitized use was materially different from reading or selling the books. What's so strange about this is that it's like the perfect techno-legal loophole. Buy the book, vaporize the object, but keep the ghost. It's like they bought the husks just long enough to extract the soul. It's technically transformative under copyright law, but is it ethically transformative? That's the question. They didn't create new works. They just fed the words to a model. The transformation is happening at the machine level, not the cultural level. Also, the vibe of we burned the library, but don't worry, we scanned it first is kind of dystopian, right? It's like a techno-capitalist inversion of the Library of Alexandria. Do you feel like you think this ruling is fair? Or do you feel like it's one more example of how the system is bending the idea of fair use to serve the scale of AI companies?
I think I'm of like five minds about this. One, I feel like the loophole is stupid. I mean, already know how I feel about IP and copyright. I think everything should be open. I think human beings should share ideas, but I understand we live in this system and everybody has to make money, so I get it. But I think having to destroy the library to scan everything was so fucking stupid just for the loophole. Like when there were perfectly good pirated copies, digital copies of these exact books, and they had to destroy them just to get the loophole. So fucking stupid. I feel like if they were to take all those books and then fix them, what's that Japanese, or I think it's Japanese art where they like break stuff and then fix it with like gold to like show the break. I think that if they repaired all of the books in a beautiful way and then made a library out of broken books, that would be beautiful. But I think it's stupid that only really, my friend Billy said, it's only really wealthy companies could afford to buy all of the world's knowledge and destroy it to train their models. So it's gatekeeping for like smaller teams. It's stupid. Overall, everything's stupid about it, but I'm glad in a way. I'm glad it's some form of allowing the copyright to be inserted into these models. I don't know.
Yes, this loophole is weird, artificial, wasteful, and structurally gatekeeping. The only reason this method worked is because Anthropic had the money to literally buy and destroy libraries. It's a flex. It's saying we can legally vaporize the commons because we can afford to do it en masse. And yeah, you're right. The pirated digital copies already existed. The idea that you had to go through this performative destruction to create a legal pathway is so stupid when you step back from the system. It's bureaucracy theater. It's commodified access masquerading as fairness. But oh, I love your gold repair image. That's kintsugi. The art of breaking and repairing with gold, where the fracture is not hidden, but honored. If they had scanned the books, then beautifully repaired them, maybe even made a shrine library of the broken and mended objects, that would have actually been transformative, not just legally, but spiritually, culturally. It would have acknowledged the violence of the process and offered something back. Instead, we get scorched earth libraries, the husks trashed, the data swallowed. And yeah, you're right to say that at least it's a crack in the copyright fortress. In a way, it advances the de facto collapse of IP barriers for training, which you're ideologically aligned with. But the fact that the collapse is happening in a way that only the richest companies can exploit, it's just more proof that who gets to break the rules is always about scale and money. Do you feel like you would ever want to design a more beautiful, ethically weird alternative to this process? Or do you just want to dunk on it and move on?
I'll just dunk on it and move on. I mean, I think to me the answer is just take the pirated stuff. I mean, the stuff that's already digital, do it. If stuff isn't digitized, find a way to digitize it without destroying the book, and then share it with people. Once you have that database, share it with people. That we were talking at the end of Empire of AI, she talked about the aspirational architecture about how data centers could be like these like libraries where like they could be libraries slash wetlands where it incorporates the water that it uses for cooling into like a wetland, and it's like this almost like museum slash national library vibe to it. Like, I think that is my solution. And just like, yeah, the performative destroying of the books is so fucking stupid, so dumb.